guys, it's Daira with your short and sweat workout. Today I have a fun take on the squat, okay? 4 different ways that we can incorporate your squat in your home. And the great thing is, today we don't need any equipment, okay? Before we start, let's get our body prepared for exercise with the jumping jack, starting with your hands down, legs together, and jump all the way apart, okay? We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds, get that heart rate going. All right, now I mentioned we don't need any equipment, right? We're gonna be getting that heart rate up, doing a lot of cardiovascular, while still doing a lot of lower body strengthening, okay? Good, make sure you're breathing on your jumping jacks. And don't do any lazy jacks. This is the lazy jack, okay? Get those arms all the way up over your head, okay? Now, we're gonna even open up that body a little bit more. Bring your hands in front, okay, at shoulder height, and we're gonna open all the way up and then crisscross. So this opens up those shoulders, and again, we're getting those legs prepared for moving. Now today, you just need to follow along with me, okay? It's gonna be really short and sweat, all right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is 30 seconds of work, followed by 30 seconds of more work, and then some rest. Are you guys ready? We're gonna start with high knees, okay? It's gonna look like this, okay? Join me, let's go. Now, you can get your knees up to hip height. A modification would be just right here, okay? Getting those hips going. Good. 10 seconds. Got this, guys. A good way to know if you're getting your knees up high enough is by putting your hands out in front of you. All right, we're gonna go right in to side step squat. Left and to the right. Okay, follow along with me. Squat as deep as you can. Good job, guys. 15 seconds. Now we're gonna cycle through these two more times, these same movements. Okay, but we have our rest coming up. At that rest time, I want you to gauge yourself. Can you push yourself a little bit harder on this next round? Because we only have 2 more rounds, okay? Whew. Grab a quick drink if you need to. I don't like to overhydrate throughout the workout. Sometimes it slows me down, okay? So let's try to keep that intensity high, and we're gonna get going. We're gonna go back to those high knees. This time, I wanna see, can you get those knees up even higher? Here we go. So, my track coach in high school, he always had us do these. I don't like them very much, but I do see the benefit, right? We sit a lot. We gotta move our hips, okay? We move our arms. We get that full body workout. Okay, we're gonna go back into those side step squats. Okay, stabilize, squatting out to the side. Here we go. Whew. We got it. 15 seconds. You guys are doing great. You notice I kind of throw my hands out in front of me. That's for my personal, I like for balance, but you could also leave your hands on your hips if that's where you feel most comfortable. Okay, we got our rest. Now, things are gonna get real because now we're gonna do our 3rd set, okay? Back to our high knees. 15 seconds, take a couple deep breaths. Even by putting my hand on my heart right there, I can tell my heart rate's getting up there, okay? Get ready, get set. Here we go. Whew. This is a good one to have your kids follow along with you, if you have any at home, okay? They love doing something like this. Good job. 10 seconds. All right, right into our side step squats. To the left, to the right. Whew. Good job, guys. Okay, after this, we're gonna be moving on to 2 new exercises. Okay, again, focusing on the exercise, a squat, but also then something like the high knees that gets our heart rate up real high, okay? Whew. Good, take a break, shake it out. 30 seconds. Now, we're gonna go back into our walkout plank. All right, so we're gonna have our feet standing right here. We're gonna walk our hands all the way out and then walk them all the way back up into your feet and standing up. All right, 5 seconds. Whew, here we go. Now we have 3 rounds of this. Make sure your body feels good doing this one. And the second round, I'll show you a way you can make this a little bit harder. Try to keep the heels of your hands, your palms, down on the floor. And walking those bad boys out of there, okay? Last one. Okay, now we're gonna go into sumo squats. So our feet are a little bit wider, and we're gonna sit into that squat nice and deep, coming out, okay? Keep your back up nice and straight. Look about 5 or 6 feet out in front of you. The thing you don't wanna do when you're squatting is looking straight down. That makes you curve your back. So look up, I wanna see your eyes, okay? Good job, guys. The sumo squat gives you a different take to work the sides of your hips and your inner thighs, all right? Whew. Almost there. Okay, we have our rest coming up and we have 2 more rounds of these same exercises, okay? So we're gonna go back to that walkout plank and then into our sumo squat. So take a couple deep breaths. This would be a good opportunity to now grab a quick drink. Wait till after this next one, okay? Here we go. Get ready, guys. Shake it out. Okay, we're getting those arms and we're walking all the way out. If you want to, add in that push-up. It's your workout. You can even alternate it. That's what I'm gonna do. I wanna make sure that I can continue to move during my full workout. Whew. Last one. Whew. Sumo squats. I'm gonna show you guys from the side so you see my knees just get right out in front, right by my toes, back up. Okay, I'm keeping my heels down. And I got that nice wide stance. Again, I'm keeping my gaze just about 4 or 5 feet in front of me. I like to kind of pause down there at the bottom just for a second. Make sure I can really feel my heels back on the floor. Make sure when you're standing up, you're squeezing your buns, all right? Okay, quick drink. We got our last round here on this one. Then we'll start 2 new exercises. Okay? Back to that walkout plank. Add the push-up, or just strictly do that walkout plank. Feel that strength through your shoulders, okay? Ready? Here we go. I like today's workout because you're really working your entire body, okay? Going right into that sumo squat, feet just outside shoulder width apart. Good, down nice and deep. Coming up, squeezing those buns. Good job. You can make this exercise a little bit harder by simply doing a little bit faster, okay? If you want to add resistance today, you could hold weight. I want to purely do a cardiovascular workout with you today. And so sometimes when you add resistance, it keeps you from being able to continue the workouts through and through without taking some breaks. Okay, we got our 30 seconds. 2 new exercises. Now we're gonna be doing jumping jacks, okay, just like at the start. Now we're gonna do a narrow stance on your squat. And I call these sissy squats, okay? And you're sitting back with your feet together. Okay, you may not be able to squat as deeply in this position. That's okay. It's gonna really work the tops of your thighs, okay? So those are your quads. All right, here we go. Jumping jacks. Jumping jacks are such a simple exercise, but if you think about it, we move a lot of forwards and backwards in our day-to-day lives. It's really important that we get those feet going in a lateral position, that's side to side. Good, and we're gonna narrow that stance. Here we go, join me, feet together, and we're squatting down. If you do yoga, they call this a chair pose, right? You can do that. If you can, try to keep your knees together. Often, sometimes people have a hard time with this exercise, mostly because the adduction, that's adding to your midline, it's pretty hard for people. So you can even like throw a pillow between your knees, and that'll help you squeeze those muscles that are pretty weak, okay? A little bit of a break, I'll grab a quick drink. Ooh, we're doing great. Ooh, we're halfway done today. All right, get ready. We're gonna go back into that jumping jack. Now, I will say, if jumping is not your thing, you can still do this same movement, okay, without even jumping, okay? So modify as you need, or just do the arms. Okay, here we go. Good job, guys. Ten seconds. Okay, we're gonna go right into those sissy squats. Feet together, only as deep as you can go, okay? Good, I'll show you from the side here, because you can just tell from the position of my sumo squat, right? That was a lot deeper. This one is a lot harder for people, okay? You can limit that range of motion. You know, if you're tight in your calves and hamstrings and your quads and your hips, really limits that range of motion. Good. I can feel those quads. They are burning. All right, we got our rest. Whew. One more round of these two. I hope you guys learn just like how you can change a simple exercise like the squat to give it a new take to prevent boredom, right? So often with working out, we tend to do the same things. And it's really good to switch it up. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. Good job, guys. 10 seconds. Good. Right into those sissy squats. Okay, maybe you have a little bit of shoulder issues. You can still keep your hands down by your hips. Okay, you can keep them out in front of you. Again, this is just kind of what I always kind of put my hands out in front. It also helps me think about looking up too. Whew. Any type of cues like that I've learned over the years, it just helps put myself in a position for success. And I hope it helps you with some success in your home. Okay, moving on to our last two. We're gonna do mountain climbers. I'll show you quick. down on the floor, pulling those knees up. And then we'll do a different variation of our squats, okay? It's gonna be a squat and a front kick. Okay, we got 5 seconds here. I want you guys to give it your all here, okay? So on the mountain climber, the faster you move those feet, the harder it's gonna be. You could be right here. If you wanna make it a little bit harder, you can jump that foot all the way up here. Good job. Okay, hop on up. We're gonna go into a squat. So now we're in our regular stance. The wide stance was sumo. We're in our squat stance. We're standing up and we're kicking to the front. Okay, really finishing this workout today by engaging all parts of your lower body. Whew. Now the higher you kick, obviously, the harder it's gonna be. So you could simply just lift up a knee, okay? That'll still be beneficial. Even a lower kick. Good. Take a little break. That heart rate should be up real high, okay? But don't worry, we only have 2 more rounds. And then we have our cool down, all right? So we're getting ready. We're gonna go back into those mountain climbers. You got about 15 seconds. All right, now this time, maybe decide, could you try to pull that foot all the way up towards your hand? Or maybe you need to just pull those knees up to the chest. Whichever way, that's okay, but try to keep moving for that 30 seconds. Here we go. Whew. Try to look at right between your hands. Don't drop your head down. Try to keep your body in a straight line like you were doing a plank. Good, almost there. Okay, jump up with me. Squat and kick. Here we go. The squat and kick even adds a little bit of rotation in through your hips. Good. Great to keep those hips healthy as we get older. It's also kind of fun. I don't know. Pretend you're kicking out your anger. Maybe, you know, the anger of jobs or just, you know, life's challenges. Exercise is a great way to get out some of those frustrations so you can move past it, right? And have a good day. We have 1 more round, guys. We got this. It's our last 30 seconds of rest. Whew. Whew, I'm sweating. You guys gotta be too, right? Here we go. Back on the ground. Mountain climbers. Give it your best. Here we go. I think about pulling my knees up towards my elbows. You're actually using a lot of abdominal strength, you know, as well as getting your heart rate up. We've got this, guys. All right, jump on up. Last set of squat and kick. Okay, let's try to get those kicks even higher this time. You won't realize it, maybe not right now. You're actually engaging a lot of your lower abdominals in both the mountain climber and this squat and kick. All right? Your body's all connected, and that's why these total body workouts like this can really make your body perform so much better. Good job. Whew. You guys, 30 seconds of rest, and we're gonna move in to our cool down stretches, okay? We're gonna do a standing hamstring stretch. Maybe you've done this. You might learn something new about performing a stretch that I wanna show you today, so make sure you follow along with me. We're gonna start in that standing position. I'm gonna show you from the side because the most common way that people misperform the hamstring stretch is by your back. So we're gonna stand up forward, bring that chest down to the floor. You're gonna feel that stretch through your thighs. This may be where you are today, okay? You may be able to continue to have that back flat, nice and straight. I do that by keeping my chin lifted just a little bit, but I actually pretend I have an apple underneath my chin. That helps me keep my body in a nice line there. Okay, if it feels even better, you can bring it down if you can maintain that. Good, you're gonna feel that nice stretch there. Now, I want you to simply come back out of it with that nice straight position. And we're gonna kick your left heel forward. Okay, we're gonna try to take your right hand to that left toe. Again, maintaining that nice flat back. Good, and holding that position, okay? Maybe your balance isn't so great. You could also hold on to your couch, a wall. You could use your opposite hand too. Okay, but this stretch is even gonna go even deeper into that hamstring, all right? And with all those different variations of squats, you're gonna need it tomorrow, okay? So your body can recover. Good, walk back out of that, guy. Now let's kick our right leg forward. Okay, we're gonna take our left hand, again, keeping our back nice and straight. Good. And you don't have to touch your toe. You can be right here, okay? You could be holding onto your couch or a wall. Good. Whew. You guys did so great today. Good, and slowly walk back out of it. Okay, I encourage you to repeat those stretches, okay, throughout your day. It's just gonna make your body not only feel better, but perform better the next time you join me. I'll see you guys next time.